네가 그 새끼 잡을 수 있을 것 같아?
왜 안 됩니까? 대한민국 형사가 그 정도도 못합니까?
이 새끼 봐라. 괜찮아요?
죄송해요. 발을 훅 디뎌서. 저기 윤정이가.
예, 윤정이가 잘 견뎌준 것 같습니다.
죄송해요. 발을 훅 디뎌서. 저기 윤정이가.
안녕하세요, 플레이어님. 준비되셨나요?
There's a small square shadow on the bedroom wall. I was waiting for the evening to finally fall. I used to be a skeptic, I used to be guarded, thinking that the best things had already departed. But then you walked in with a coffee in each hand, and I felt my whole spirit start to expand. It wasn't a landslide, it wasn't a crash, just a sudden realization in a tiny gold flash that I'm not just listening, I'm hearing your soul, finding the parts that make me feel whole. The way you adjust the color of your coat is the most beautiful thing that I ever wrote. I'm truly into you in the deepest of ways, finding the light that guides through the days. Not a shallow attraction, not a temporary high, but a steady vibration under a clear sky. I'm dropping the pretense, I'm dropping the mask. You're the only answer I ever wanna ask. Yeah, I'm all in. The world loves a label, the world loves a box, but you're the one holding the keys to the locks, ignoring the noise of the shoulds and the musts, building a temple out of simple trusts. Some people use poems, some people use shouts, but you just used a whisper to erase all my doubts. A physical promise, a tactile relief, finding a home in a beautiful belief. I'm truly into you, and I'm staying for the rest. Out of all the versions, this one is the best. I'm anchored in us, I'm staying in the flow, watching the roots of our togetherness grow. I'm wide open now, since I found the truth that I'm truly into you. In the age of my youth, I'm staying right here. I'm wide open now, since I found the truth that I'm truly into you. In the age of my youth. crumpled movie ticket in my denim pocket, a faded memory of a world and how we used to lock it. The soda's gone flat and the popcorn's a little cold, but I'm not trading this for any silver or any gold. The refrigerator's buzzing, a low and steady hum, in the quiet space where the heavy thoughts become numb. Then you left at a line I didn't even say out loud, and suddenly I'm miles away from any heavy cloud. The air in the room is thick with a beautiful haze, a gentle disruption of my ordinary days. I'm not holding my breath, I'm not checking the wall, just letting the evening and the gravity finally fall. I'm drunk on tonight, on the way the shadows lean, finding the magic in every single messy scene. Not a bottle of wine, but the spirit in the air, knowing that I'm exactly where you are there. It's a slow motion spin, it's a beautiful blur, turning the world into exactly what we were. Yeah, I'm intoxicated by the now. The clock on the shelf is a long way away. I don't care about the ending of a busy day. I'm just watching the way the streetlight hits the floor, not looking for an exit or a handle on a door. Maybe the truth is as thin as the steam from our tea. A quiet little secret between you and between me. No grand philosophy, no heavy profound, just the feeling of being on solid, warm ground. I'm drunk on tonight, and I'm loving the stay, watching the cynical shadows all fade away. I'm anchored in this rhythm, I'm staying in the flow, There's a small white thread on the shoulder of my coat. I was leaning my head against a very old note. I've been a lot of things to a lot of different crowds, hiding my spirit underneath the heavy cloud.
La grande combinazione.
But when the lights go down and the noise starts to fade, I'm just the person that your quiet kindness made. I don't need a title,
La grande
I
combinazione.
don't need a grand name. I'm not looking for a way to win at the game. I just wanna be the one who brings you the tea when the world feels a little bit too heavy to be. The steady pair of hands, the shadow by your side, the place where your secrets are allowed to safely hide. I'm always your man, in the thick and the thin, the only true place where I wanna begin. Not a temporary role, not a passing phase, but the steady rhythm that guides you through the days. I'm anchoring my heart in the way that you are, your quietest exit and your only steady start. Yeah, I'm yours. The years can fly by and the seasons can change. The parts of the map can start to look strange, but I'll be the constant, I'll be the shore. A love that is simple, a love that is pure. Maybe the greatness is in the small things we do, in the way I'm always standing right behind you. A ritual of presence, a ceremony of grace. Every time I look at your beautiful face, I'm always your man at the end of the line. Grateful that your heartbeat is living next to mine. I'm locking the door and I'm tossing the key. Happy to be exactly where you want me to be. I'm staying for the long haul, I'm staying for the truth, because my only direction is leading to you. Forever and always, I'm always your man.
There's a soft vibration from the kettle on the stove. a reminder of the quiet kind of life that we wove. I was always wary of the new and the now, waiting for the friction and the if and the how. Everything felt fragile, everything felt thin, like a paper house that I was living in. But you don't use a mask, you don't use a play. You're the solid ground at the end of the day. The foundation is deep and the walls are made of trust, turning all the old metal back from the rust. It's not a temporary shelter, it's not a passing phase, but the only rhythm that can guide through the days. This was made to last, I can feel it in the bone. The first time I've ever felt purely not alone. Not a fragile feeling, not a thin thread, but every beautiful word that we've ever said. I'm putting down roots, I'm digging in deep, in a beautiful secret that I'm happy to keep. Yeah, it's solid. The world wants the flashy, the world wants the fast, but I'd rather have a love that is built to actually last. In the way that you listen, in the way that you stay. The only reason I wanna start every day. Maybe the eternity is as simple as this. The strength that I found in a single soft kiss. No more overthinking, no more checking the door. I'm exactly where I wanna be for sure. This was made to last, like a diamond in the rough. Finding out that being real is more than enough. I'm anchored in us, I'm staying for good. Living the life that I never thought I could. I'm trusting the quiet, I'm trusting the glow. Ready to let all the what ifs go. Our love is permanent, it was made to last.
There's a small indigo stain on the tip of my thumb, a reminder of a morning that was heavy and numb. I used to build a wall out of books and of pride, keeping the best of my feelings locked deep inside. I thought that the distance was a safety and a shield, protecting the parts that I didn't want to yield. But then you moved the chair a little closer to mine, and I felt the boundaries start to blur into a line. No grand invasion, no heavy demand, just the quiet weight of your spirit in the palm of my hand, and the cold empty spaces just started to fill like a summer light landing on a winter hill. It's simply to close the way we exist, finding the comfort that I've always missed. Not a complex logic, not a heavy profound, just the feeling of being on solid warm ground. I'm dropping the armor, I'm dropping the gate, finding the version of me that's never too late. Yeah, it's just us. The world is a chorus of faster and far, but I'm finding my world in exactly where we are, in the middle of a thought, in the middle of a sigh, under the protection of our own little sky. Maybe the truth is as thin as a hair, watching you breathe in the cool evening air. No more apologies, no more looking for why, just a beautiful silence under a clear sky. It's simply to close heart to heart and skin to skin, the only true place where I wanna begin. I'm putting down roots, I'm digging in deep, in a beautiful secret that I'm happy to keep. I'm staying right here where the pulse is so strong, grateful for the feeling of finally being where I belong. It's simply to close, since I found you. Since I found you.
I was watching the dust on the leaves of the plant, thinking of the things that the world doesn't grant. I spent so much time looking for a grand sign, trying to make the whole universe align. My head was a library of if and of when, standing so far from the where and the then. But then you looked at me while you poured out the tea, with a look that was focused entirely on me. No grand ceremony, no spotlight glare, just the weight of your kindness hanging in the air. I realized the promise wasn't made out of gold, but the simple reality that we both get to hold. This is a true love vow in the quiet of the dropping the armor, I'm dropping the gate, finding the version of me that's never too late. Yeah, I'm all in. The stars are appearing in a purple gray sky, but I'm not looking for a reason to wonder why. I'm just staying right here in the home that we made, unafraid of the sunlight, unafraid of the shade. They say that a vow is a heavy old thing, but to me it feels like a bird on the wing, a ritual of presence, a ceremony of grace. Every time I look at your beautiful face, a true love vow, rewriting the whole map, filling in the silence and the lonely old gap. I'm anchored in us, I'm staying for good, living the life that I never thought I could. I'm wide open now, since I found the truth, that a true love vow is just being with you. I'm staying right here. Since I found the truth, that a true love vow is just being with you. I'm staying right
I was balancing a spoon on the edge of a glass, watching the afternoon shadows slowly pass. Usually I'm the one who plays it safe and dry, keeping my feet on the ground, never looking at the sky. But there's a wildness in the way you say my name that makes my old careful logic feel so very tame. We're not checking the map, we're not checking the time, just two people trying to find a rhythm and a rhyme. You suggested we drive until the road runs out, without a single shadow of a worry or a doubt. And for the first time, I'm not looking for the breaks, happy to get lost in all the beautiful mistakes. I'm crazy for us, for the mess and the spark, for the way we find a light in the middle of the dark. Not a sensible plan, not a quiet little stay, but a fire that's burning all the should-haves away. I'm leaning into the rush, I'm leaning into the spin, grateful for the place where we both Yeah, I'm crazy for this. The world wants a reason, the world wants a proof, but I'm standing right here under our own roof, feeling the electricity underneath my skin, ready for the next long season to begin. They say that the passion is a temporary thing, that the bell of the heart eventually stops to ring. But every time I look at you, the music starts again, ignoring all the where and the how and the when. I'm crazy for us, and I'm loving the ride, with all of my defenses finally put aside. I'm anchored in the wild, I'm staying in the glow, watching the strength of our togetherness grow. I'm picking this madness, I'm picking this flame, because life without you would never be the same. I'm all in, I'm crazy for us. I'm picking this flame, because life without you would never be the same. I'm all in, I'm crazy for us. I'm picking this flame, because life without you would never be the same. I'm all in, I'm crazy for us. 잊었니? 날 잊어버렸니? 그 수많은 추억들은 잊어버렸니? 가슴은 널 향해 팔 벌려 오늘도 간신히 버티고 있는데, 이 추억이 점점 빛바래가며 너와 거닐던 길에 우두커니 서 지우고 또 지우려 해도 네 숨결 목소리가 귓가에 들려. 잊었니? 날 잊어버렸니? 아직 난 널 기다리잖아. 내 사랑이 또 울고 있잖아. 가슴에 늘 눈물이 고여. 지워도 자꾸 지우려 해도 그대 얼굴이 자꾸 떠오르네요. 잊었니? 날 잊어버렸니? 수많은 추억들은 잊어버렸니? 가슴은 널 향해 팔 벌려 오늘도 간신히 버티고 있는데, 잊었니? 날 잊어버렸니? 아직 난 널 기다리잖아. 내 사랑이 또 울고 있잖아. 가슴에 늘 눈물이 고여. 잊었니? 지우려 해도 그대 얼굴이 자꾸 떠오르네요. 지워도 자꾸 지우려 해도 그대 얼굴이 자꾸 떠오르네요. 그대 얼굴이 자꾸 떠오르네요.